Alright, hey, HadesOmega here. I'm here in the garage. As you see, I've got my tuning laptop here. Alright, this is the one that I tune ECUs with, and I do Nxt Display updates with. So guess what HadesOmega is doing today? I'm updating my Nxt Display, alright, the electric race technologies. So a while back, a couple months ago, like in July or something, Alan had sent me some he sent me an update file for the Nxt Display. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go do that. So yeah, Alan had told me there was a new update, a 6.5 update. The last one was 6.45 Echo or E. All right, now it's like a 6.5 Beta. All right, and then a week later, 6.5 Beta 2 came out. All right, and then 3, then 4, then 5. So Alan had told me, yeah, don't why don't you wait a little bit because there might be more updates. so he told me to just wait. Okay, yeah. And then eventually race season came along, and HadesOmega was like, oh man, I don't want to do any updates on the bike if it's running good. So the last update I put was 6.45 Echo, and it's been running great. All right, that's the most stable release that I've gotten. All right. I still have some problems with the bike cutting out when I do big jumps and stuff, and I leave the throttle open. So yeah, but like maybe that'll fix things. So I will go over the changelog. There's a bunch of stuff that he changed, and then we'll go through the Nxt Display when we get it, if I can get it updated. So the problem with this is it's still race season, and like I got 2 more races. I got a race this weekend and a race next weekend. So yeah, and I'm updating it like a little bit past halfway through the race, the October. Okay, October I have a race every weekend. So that's the story. That's the reason why I didn't update this thing. Is because I wanted to be able to test it before I actually used it in a race. Okay, I need it to be reliable. Okay, but I've decided to go ahead and do it because I took the Nxt Display off of my bike, and I said, hey, you know what? I got to take the screen protector off the display because it's at the point where it's like really foggy and I can't read the display anymore. And I said, and I got to take it apart to do it. So I already had it off the bike because it was raining on the way home, and I said, you know what? I don't want my Nxt Display to get all wet. So I took it off the bike, and I covered the connector so it wouldn't get all wet. And then yeah, so I got it here in like pieces right now. So I said, just do the update, man. I'll take it for a ride tomorrow and we'll play around with it. But hopefully we can get the bike to go faster, maybe. I'm not sure, but there, like I said, there's a bunch of stuff. I will go over it in another video in my office, and then we'll go over things. So I will let you guys know how the update goes in the next video. I haven't done this in a minute, so alright, let's pick out. Okay, by the way, the screen protector I'm talking about is this plastic thing. See, it's all kind of all dirty and scratched up now. I want to take it off finally and reveal the true screen. Oh, trying to do it one-handed. Now it's got fingerprints all over it. Okay, there you go. Now I got a nice more visible screen, but now I don't have a screen protector, so okay. Okay, it's updating. It's at 66%. $74. Sure is taking a sweet time. Well, checking the beta. Take success. Alright. So far so good. Alright. Next is the hard part, is to actually flash the new stuff on there. Hey, alright, so HadesOmega was able to update it. So I had a problem with the freaking COM port again. It changed it to, it was on COM port 13 and it moved it to 14. I don't know why it does that all the time. So I moved it to 14. So there it is. It fired up okay. I took the screen protector out, so it's a lot easier to see the screen now. So one of the first things you should do when you, before you even do anything with this, is you need to make sure all the buttons work, okay? Because if you tighten the screws too much, it may not work. So I have to make sure everything works, okay? How do I turn this torque and speed mode off? RPM. I want this to be in miles, not kilometers, yo. Okay, that seems to work. What about this? Okay, that. Would it kill Alan to make a percent meter on this? All right, it's in kph now. I hope there's a way I can fix that. Let's try. Let's see. Wheel miles per hour. There we go. Oh, I don't have the wheel sizes. I forgot to get the wheel sizes. I think everything is reset too. Let me see. No, nope, all the settings are still in there. Yep, all the settings still in there. Okay, so I have to make sure I copy all that stuff. I think it's fine. I'll take it for a ride. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy all the settings, and then we're gonna reset. We have to reset the Nxt display, because every time you reset it, you have to do. Man, I forgot. I don't remember how to do this. Yeah, you know what? I don't. Oh, you have to do a restore. That's right. Okay, well, we'll do that later. But anyway, it looks like all the buttons are working. Just make sure everything works, okay? And the screen isn't all floppy and stuff. So, okay, it looks good. I'm gonna go turn it off, and I'm gonna go put it back together again. Okay. So yeah, always if you're going to update the Nxt display, and then you got to take it out of the case, at least my version of the case. I don't know what other versions of the Nxt display case there are, but this one has 2 screws here, and if you tighten this too much, it puts pressure on the screen, and then you can't use it anymore. All right, the screen it'll be like a stuck key, and it won't let you do anything. So that's why you have to make sure you tighten these screws like specific, not tight. Okay, they have to be like a little bit loose, okay, but not so much that the screen flops in, presses inward when you press on it. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna turn it off, and we're gonna go put it back together. All right, but it looks like it worked. It works good. All right, hands me out. Okay, so like I mentioned, I didn't want to do this because the bike may run totally differently. Okay, I remember, I don't know, when I did some kind of update, the bike ran differently, and I had to change some settings because like the regen was less powerful, or it was more powerful. I had to lower it down or something. However, that might have been when I went from the BSC 2000 to 4000. I don't remember, man. HadesOmega has spent many hours of his life trying to freaking tune this bike. Okay, I know there's a lot of companies out there, or other businesses that are out there that are doing the same, that have done already the same thing, you know, but yeah, I'm still stuck with the ERT stuff. So but hey, it runs pretty good. All right, so one of the first things I did is I took pictures of every screen, so I know which one is which. All right, what settings to put back, so I have it the way I had it before. All right, and I'll just go over what the stuff in the changelog. All right, for some reason it's stuck in torque mode. You could put it in torque or speed mode. Oh, there we go. You can put it off. There we go. And then, okay, no, that doesn't work. Yeah, it's still a little buggy, man. It is a little buggy. Want that RPM. Okay. Oh, there you go. Drive. Nope. Okay. I don't know. For whatever reason, HadesOmega always uses the mode that didn't say anything on it. All right. So there was like no torque or speed mode, so I guess I'm kind of stuck in torque or speed, and I don't know why it's always telling me to change what the gauge is. So you can change this to like how many watts you're pulling, but I like to keep it on RPM. Okay. I wish we could put more stuff on display. That would be nice. I like to monitor a lot of stuff. HadesOmega is nerdy like that. So you can see the font is a little different. I think the font for the speedometer is bigger, so you can see it better. All right. There's still a sport and eco modes. They don't do anything. HadesOmega sets them both to sport and eco. Okay. There's a night mode and a day mode. Okay, I always put it on night mode. Supposedly, you could change the brightness on this, but I don't know how to do it. You can make it super bright. It seems like it's much brighter than it was before, but I just took the screen protector off because I could barely read it before. The screen protector was so foggy and scratched up. Okay, and yeah, it's pretty much still the same display. Okay, I think there's another display. I never use it. Or I always use that one. So what we got to do before we do anything else is, yeah, while in settings the throttle is disabled. Okay, that's good. So just a little note, if you're gonna do like a tech inspection or something on your bike, and one of the things they do for a tech inspection is they twist the throttle. All right, they twist the throttle to make sure it returns. Yeah, make sure your electric bike is off, because they won't know it's freaking on. All right, or in this case you can put it in the settings mode. All right, go to the main menu and it will not move. All right, so it's kind of like a, I don't know, it's kind of like in a tuning mode. Okay. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a restore. And I copied all the settings. What's a clock? Oh, there's stuff in here I haven't seen. What's clock? Okay, so there's something new. There's actually a clock on this. All right. And yeah, okay, I don't know why, but we can set the time. It is not 1850. It is not 1835 right now. It's actually 2022. So not the year 2022. Oh yeah, that's the real-time clock. You can't change it though. Yeah, there's a clock on it, but you can't adjust it. The way to go, Alan, man. It doesn't work, man. It's a clock, but like you can't. I don't know what time zone that's set in. Plus it's off. The minutes are off by quite a bit, by like 10 minutes. So okay, that doesn't work. I'm trying to show you guys some stuff, but here we're gonna do a restore here. Okay, I hit restore and then I choose the battery pack. We are using the 72 volt pack. Okay, then hit save. Boom. All right, battery information doesn't work. Okay, there's still a lot of kind of janky stuff with this Nxt display. All right, bike stats. So you can see here we're running RC6.5. Okay, I zoomed in a little more. Okay, so you can see we're running RC6.5 yeah, 6.5.5, right, or 650.5. All right, and it says we have BAC 4000 plus, Sauron 72 volts nominal, and there's nothing in here right now. Okay, because we haven't run the bike. One thing that does work is the trip meter, or the odometer works now. All right, I don't know why it's in kilometers. The speed. Oh, it was because we have to set it again. All right, yeah. So this session and lifetime thing still doesn't work, guys. Motor options. It looks like we got more power. I remember that was 463. Let's see how much power we can dial in there. Oh, yeah, 463, right? And then, ooh, field weakening. We can do 50% field weakening now. So you know what that means, guys. We can go faster. Okay, right? We can go faster and we'll nuke our battery faster is what I'm going to say. Let me see if I got that setting right. So yeah, HadesOmega, we'll go set it up. We'll go set it up together. All right, guys. So if I took a picture of it before, but it was 463. That's what my phone says. 463 and 40%. We'll put at 4. What was it before? Let me see it. Go exit and go back. Oh, it saved it. What if I don't hit save? No, it stays. That's weird. I didn't hit save. Let's turn it off. Turn it back on. Okay. Let me see if it took that. Oh yeah, it says 479. It says 463 before, guys. And then I can't go back to 463. I can't go for 479. It won't let me. I know he fixed this slider before, but now, yeah, we was doing 479 before actually. So we had more power before. Let's go back. Let's see if that actually works. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna turn it off without saving it. All right. Okay, yeah, we're gonna set this up together, guys. So motor options. So it's actually 479. That's more power than before. All right, and we can turn this field weakening up to 50%. Let's see if it'll take that. We're gonna flash it. Okay, 479 and 50%. So it was at 463 before, if you guys remember. So that's about 16 amps more. We got 16 amps more power. I'll take that. I don't know if we're going to do the motor calibration. I don't have a stand right now. So power tuning. Okay, this was at 16,000 before. Okay, it's still 16,000. Good. For some reason, when I looked at it before, it was at like 15,000 something. Put it back to 16,000. Max power, baby. I might try playing with the eco mode and the sport mode. All right, there's no speed limit. I didn't. Some of this stuff doesn't work very good on NXT Display. Maybe Alan had fixed it, but I'll have to play around with that later. Okay, so we're gonna put max power for the throttle. Okay, HadesOmega leaves eco and sport the same, so it doesn't do any crazy stuff, because sometimes it likes to change itself for whatever reason. So maybe Alan fixed that. I don't know. So. But I'm just going to put my original settings in. All right, so it's still 479 and 50%. Input settings, throttle. It's on roll off regen. We don't want that. We want regen throttle. Okay, regen throttle on. I know I need to have the regen throttle. HadesOmega is dependent on it now. Okay, regen was at 25%. That's what I saw before. Okay, we'll set that to 25% and 0 speed. Boom, alright, it took it fine. HadesOmega remembers how this thing works. So, okay, we're gonna do the
we're gonna go do some
throttle calibration. I'm gonna do the throttle. Press button to start. Alright, throttle. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, should be good. Throttle mapped. We go back, then we do the regen throttle next. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, looks good. Exit. I'm gonna be pissed if it was at 510 before. Okay, it's still at 510, but we want it in miles per hour, okay? Save that. Okay. I guess you can play around with the gear ratio too. From what I've noticed is the faster you go, the more the NXT display is off, okay? It tells you you're going slower than you're actually going, okay? Diagnostics, nothing there. Wheel. Motor options. I think that's all the stuff that we can set. I don't know how to change how bright the screen is. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to change how bright the screen is. So I'm not going to mess around with it, but there's a way you can change the brightness, but I don't know. But we just want to make sure the bike runs. that's all HadesOmega is worried about right now. All right, so I'm going to go put the bike on its side stand. And then hopefully it'll run, you know. Oh, it doesn't work, guys. Not good. Put it in speed mode. No. I'm gonna turn it off. Turn it back on. Ooh, it's not happy. Doesn't like it. Maybe we have to do that motor calibration. Okay, I'm gonna put the motor options. I'm gonna put it back to 463. Okay. Boom. Okay. Oh, it doesn't work. Instant phase over current is what it says. All right. Instant phase over current. I don't know what's going on there. This is exactly why I didn't want to do this, guys. Well, it actually ran before we did the restore, and now it doesn't. So I'm kind of pissed off. All right. Anyway, HadesOmega will figure it out. So yeah, HadesOmega has to get the bike freaking running again. How annoying! And I got a race this weekend. This is exactly why I didn't want to do this. All right. So if this doesn't work, I'm gonna reflash it with the old. Okay, so what I had to do was a freaking motor calibration. All right, I'll show you how that works. All right, so you got to make sure your bike is on a stand, or at least the wheel is off the ground. So what I'm gonna do is just lean it on the side stand so the wheel's not on the ground. I suggest you just put it on a stand. Okay. So what you're gonna do is go here, go to motor options, and then go to motor calibration, and you hit moving. But once you it doesn't warn you. Once you hit that moving button, the bike is going to start taking off. All right, so make sure it won't go nowhere. All right, I'm going to hit moving. There we go. I got my finger on the brake just in case. Okay, there you go. It says moving test passed. Motor successfully mapped. Please press the save button. All right, we're going to press the save button. I guess there's a stationary test you can do too. I don't really know what that does, but I did the moving one and it works fine. Okay, and then yeah, now our motor current is like way low. Whoa, 1,000 amps. But we're at 463 before. Oh my god, this thing's so hard to adjust. Okay, it's at 479 again. Let's exit first. Okay. Let's see what it's set at. Okay, the bike should work now, so there you go. Okay, it seems to work, and it seems to work just fine. All right, and we're running 479 amps of motor current. Let's jack that field weakening up to 50%. Probably gonna turn it down for this race this weekend. I'm not gonna need that much kind of power. All right, regen throttle. Okay, regen throttle works. Why is it? It goes straight to 153 when I hit the regen. It's kind of odd. Okay, anyway. All right, so another thing about this is I think Alan fixed the odometer, the trip meter. All right, so take note of that. That says 0.37. All right, so I'm going to turn it off, turn it back on. I wish this display would open faster, because sometimes something happens to the bike during a race and I need to restart it. And that extra 2-3 seconds could cost you a race, is what I want to say. Okay, 0.33 miles. All right, let's run it a little more. All right, 0.411 miles. Turn it off. Turn it back on. Did I say 0.411? Okay, now it says 0.41. All right, I'm going to turn it off. Huh, okay. For whatever reason, it didn't take that. Let's run it up more. So slow it down with the regen. All right, for some reason, it gives you like a negative RPM when you hit the thing. All right, I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to turn it back on. .43. Okay, so I don't know how the trip meter works. It records it like at a certain time, all right? So I guess if you're turn it on and turn it off right away, it may not record that last 10th of a mile or something, or 100th of a mile. Okay, anyway, for the most part, it looks like it works, okay? Let's just double check everything again. There's the bike stats. Yada da da da. Yeah, let's do a quick full throttle. Oh boy, I'm kind of scared. Here we go. All right, and there's a regen. Okay, that was scary. Don't do that, guys. Especially if you have the power turned up all the way, your bike will just launch somewhere if you're not careful. All right, so we hit a max of 9,000 RPM. Holy shit! 291 amps. Max, let's not talk about that. We hit 131 miles an hour, guys. One thing would be nice is a speed limiter or a rev limiter, Alan. So like, you know, the motor doesn't freak out when I launch it off of jumps, you know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a RPM that you don't want to go past. Okay. Yeah, so we hit a net minus 1.1 kilowatt, and max was 10.5 kilowatts. So that wasn't even the full power there, guys. I know this thing could do like 12 kilowatts, man. So guess what? HadesOmega gets to go ride it around and see how, and I have to retune it again, man. I hate this, but for the most part, it looks like it runs fine. The reason it didn't work, it had that overphase current thing, is I had to do the motor calibration, okay? So now we're running 479 amps and 50% field weakening. So by doing this, by flashing this newest 6.5 beta 5 firmware, we gained about, what is it? We gained 16 amps of motor current and 50% field weakening, okay? I'm pretty sure if you have a BAC 8000, you could probably do double the current, okay? I'm thinking, that's my guess. All right, but anyway, yeah, there it is. And I have to check the speedometer to see if it's okay. Man, there's a lot of shit that I gotta do now. So this is exactly why I didn't want to do this, but the bike runs. I don't need a speedometer when I'm racing, okay? I don't need to know how fast I'm going. It's not important. You just focus on riding. Okay? But it looks like it works fine. That was HadesOmega's Electric Race Technologies Nxt Display firmware update vlog for the RC6.50 beta 5 firmware update, okay? I will in this next video clip, I will go over the change log, okay? The different stuff that Alan changed from the 6.45 Echo update to the one I have now. So in between, Alan had already updated it like 4 or 5 times already, all right? So he's changed like a lot of stuff in between, all right? But I'm not gonna lie, the last time that 6.45 update was it was good, all right? That was the most stable update that he's had. It's like the Windows XP, all right? When the Windows XP was like, you know, the first stable Windows operating system, right? And then what came after XP? Windows 7, yeah. So this is like Windows 7, all right, guys. Hopefully it'll be like Windows 7. Windows 7 is my favorite operating system. So okay. Anyway, yeah. That just think of it like that. In this next clip, we'll go over all the changes. All right. Thanks for watching. HadesOmega. And all right, hey, HadesOmega here. So this is the video clip about the change log for the new 6.5 beta firmware. Okay, I have the beta 5 one, the most recent one. Okay, you can skip updates, I think. But the bike runs. So I just took it for a spin around the neighborhood. I'm telling you, it was terrifyingly fast. Okay, I did not want to rip around on it without my safety gear on. I'll tell you that for sure, man. It just didn't feel right. So type of thing. Shorts and t-shirt, no go. But anyway, yeah, I got it running I had some phase current issues with it. If I try to jack the power all the way up, it stutters and it just wants to die. So that's exactly the reason why I didn't want to do it, because I got it working stable the last time, okay, and then now it's kind of not stable. But what I did is I turned the current down a little bit. I turned it to 431. If you remember, it goes all the way up to 479, but it's not stable, okay. But it feels like it's as fast as it was before. All right, so I had been complaining like, oh, my bike feels slower than it was before. I think maybe I might have needed to do like a motor, the motor calibration. Okay, the bike didn't run until I did the motor calibration. Okay, so it remapped, or it retuned the controller, so now it runs better supposedly. Okay, but yeah, it's pretty fast. I needed to I tested a bunch of different stuff. There's still some stuff I need to test. So one of the issues I was having was when I launch it off a jump, the wheel freewheels and it spins really fast, and the controller freaks out and it just cuts the power. And then to get it running again, I have to turn it off and turn it back on. And like, if that happens during a race, then you could lose the race. So that's a kind of a big deal right there, right? Right now it's kind of 50-50 whether it's going to do it. It didn't really do it in the last race, so I think we're okay. But now that we changed the firmware, I have to test that again, all right? And I can't do that unless I launch the bike at an off-road park, like at a motocross track or something. So we're not gonna be able to test that out until this weekend when we race. So okay. Another thing is, yeah, so I did some normal riding, just some roll-ons and stuff. It seemed okay. All right, like I said, I had to tune it because it was saying there was too much current. All right, I have it set to 431 amps and 50% field weakening. So yeah, we should be able to go fast. Just want to say I took it up to 60 miles an hour on the street over here. All right, just like, I know, yeah, it's an electric bike. They probably won't hear it, so it'll be okay. Yeah, HadesOmega was ripping around the neighborhood. I bet nobody knew I was doing it anyways. They just hear this thing kind of buzz right by, you know, really fast. I tried slow speed maneuvers, like popping up curbs and stuff, trying to get the front out, like do wheelies and stuff. I tried to do pivot turns to check the rideability. You want to make sure that the bike runs good when it's slow and it's fast. All right, and so another thing was yeah, I did a launches. Okay, launches is another one. Sometimes it'll freak out if you're trying to have it draw like a lot of power right away. It'll freak out sometimes. All right, it'll say overcurrent or something. So that's the reason why I had to turn the power down. So what I was doing is a launch, okay, like a drag launch. I was holding the brake down, preloading the motor, and just twist it right away and just get it to take off as fast as possible. And it was scary. Okay, so I just want to say, I think I got that power back that I lost. I'm not sure, man. I hope so. Anyway, so I got the bike running. Supposedly I got the bike running good. The speedometer works and everything. It's kind of stuck in torque mode or speed mode now. Before I had it in a mode where like there was like nothing. It just says ready mode. All it says is ready. It doesn't say torque or speed. I don't know how to get it back to that. So I might play around with it a little bit, but it runs good. All right, I don't even think we're gonna need that kind of power for this weekend's race. It's a dirt race, and honestly, like, I can't really use that power in the dirt. It's just too much, unless it's like easy riding, you know. Well, I'll keep the power up, and if I have some issues, I'll start dialing it down. Okay, dialing it back. But for now, 431 and 50% field weakening and 16,000 watts throttle position, like a throttle power. Okay, I think I pulled about 12 kilowatts out of it. It still felt really fast, man. So anyway, let's go over the change logs from the last update to this most recent update. Okay, here we go. This is it. So this is these are the updates. All right, so this is a 6.45 Echo. This is the most recent update that I had on the Nxt display before I updated to the one that I just did in this video. Okay, so it says something about fixing the motor current slide. Yes, we had a problem with that. we couldn't properly adjust the motor current because it would like get the numbers would get all crazy and stuff. Okay. All right, and then so here we have the new 6.5.1, all right, beta or beta 1. All right, this is the first update. It was in July 27. So it fixed the trip meter and odometer. They now show up correctly in the stats page. Okay, I think they were there before. All right, but they wouldn't save. Okay, basically they'd always reset every time you turned it off. I think Alan fixed it. Cool. I showed it to you guys. Okay. Fixed the regen slider. I didn't have any problems with the regen slider. I did notice that I had to turn up the regen more though to get that regen that I wanted back. I turned it up to about 35% or something. Maybe I could put more in it. It's always different, man. It fixed the speed limiter in the power tuning page. Speed tuner? I don't know what that is. Oh, the speed limiter. Okay, yeah, we're not using the speed limiter. I'm just balls to the walls. Maybe we can play around with that later. All right, so this is the 6.5 beta 2. All right, this is the next one. It came out the day after. All right, so that's the reason why Alan told me, hey, don't get the new update yet, because there's still stuff that I'm fixing. So it says fix the throttle, it was throttle position switching, as well as most, if not read-write bugs eliminated. Okay, so I guess he fixed some stuff in it. Not really sure what that means. All right, now we have a 6.5 beta 3. All right, big ass fonts. All right, so yeah, you notice that the fonts for the speedometer is much bigger now. It's easier to read. That's good. Speedometer now uses oversized fonts when under 100 and over 100, and then the speedometer will automatically switch to smaller font to fit 3 digits speedometer reading. Okay. Fixed and cleaned up potential boot up bugs. Okay. Power tuning. Speed limiter now works for miles per hour. Ha. Okay. That's why I never used it before. Okay, now we have the beta 4. Alright. Beta 4 came out August 2nd. Oh yeah, this one came out August 1st and then August 2nd. So about almost a month later. It fixed the torque and speed drive mode and the day-night mode. Alright. Yeah, no, now I'm kind of stuck on either speed or torque mode. There's no ready mode anymore. So for HadesOmega, I think there was like 3 modes. There was like speed, torque, and like nothing, just the ready mode. Okay, now it just says torque or speed, so gotta pick one. More speed limiter fixes. I don't use a speed limiter. Maybe I will try it. Updated speedometer to modern font. Okay. Mid-drive freewheel. Okay. Lower motor idle to 0.01. Okay, I don't know what that means. Maybe because I have this issue with mine, like it wants to, like, it kind of wants to take off when you close the throttle. It sounds like the motor's under load, so I had to hit the regen throttle to thing it. And then this is the beta 5 updated. And there's nothing on the beta 5, unfortunately. Yeah. Oh no, okay, here it is. Here's another one. This is this is for the beta 2. So this is some of the other stuff that he fixed. Oh, you can, so it says you can run the BAC headless without the NXT plugged in. Before it wouldn't run if you unplugged it. So that's actually a good thing. Okay, I had that happen in a race. My NXT display got messed up, and it would have been better if I could run without the display on the bike, you know. So if your bike, because if the NXT display breaks, your bike doesn't run anymore. All right, so that's an issue. But he said, according to this, one of the 6.5 beta fixes was that the NXT, you can run it without the NXT display plugged in. Okay, and he patched the under and over voltage cutoffs for 78 volt 21S batteries. Okay, that doesn't apply to us. It has a real-time clock. However, the clock is not right. I don't know what real-time clock is. I don't know what time it's set to. Okay, there's adjustable brightness. I haven't figured out how to do that. Throttle calibration now works with potentiometer throttles. Previously this was bugged as the minimum throttle. Okay. Invert brakes. Okay, I think that's a bicycle thing. So yeah, if you guys don't know, the Nxt display can be used for like bicycles and stuff too. So fixed the voltage readings. Odometer and trip meter now correctly saves to memory. Fixed nominal voltage. Before it was always just showing 52 volts. Okay. Diagnostics, revamped diagnostics. If there's a fault or warning detected, we'll try to auto clear the fault first. Okay. There will be notification on a screen that indicates pressing the notification will open the diagnostic. Okay. Auto fault clearing done. Alright. If there is a fault, it will attempt to automatically clear itself. If unsuccessful, then proceed to diagnostics page. Okay, so that might be a good thing. It might try to fix itself and then we can keep on going, but I would rather there not be any faults at all. Okay, guys? I can't have that during a race. Motor setup done. Alright, he completely overhauled the motor setup and he added an invert motor direction. So if you want to make your Suron ride backwards, you can do that. For the Suron, now there's no Suron specific stuff, okay, but for the Bafang, it's got all this stuff. For the big block motor, they increased the throttle power from 9,000 watts to 15,000 watts. Holy moly, it's a lot. And some of the new new settings. There's a throttle ramp slider, a current ramp slider, motor idle. What is all this? I don't know what all this stuff is. Okay, anyway, yeah. So there you go. That's all the stuff. All right, so that's most of the stuff. Alan hasn't done anything since August 11th. All right, I haven't heard anything from him for a while, but he was able to crank out 5 updates since the last time, since the last update I installed. Okay, I am having an issue with the speedometer saying 153 miles per hour when I hit the regen. So I'm thinking it's something has to do with like the throttle, the regen going backwards. Okay, and it's kind of annoying. I don't like to look at that. I want it to say freaking 0. Okay, I have not tested to see if it runs without the Nxt display plugged in. In fact, let's go check that out right now. All right, HadesOmega. All right, HadesOmega here. We're gonna go do one quick test before I close this vlog off. I'm going to go unplug the Nxt display, and I'm gonna see if the bike still runs. Okay, so I'm gonna try to find. I know the cable is so hard to get through. I hate unplugging this thing. I'm always afraid I'm gonna break the cable. These cables are kind of weak. All right, so I just turned it on. I'm gonna turn it sideways. Yes, it works. Yeah, so there we go. All right, so now as you can see, it works. It works without the Nxt display plugged in. All right, yeah, you can see there's no here. It's not no power to the screen whatsoever, and it still ran. Okay, pretty cool. So now if anything happens to the Nxt display in a race, I don't have to worry about the bike being inoperable if this breaks. Okay, is what I'm gonna say. Okay, because if the screen gets stuck or the touch screen gets broken or whatever, or I break it and I lose it or something during a race. In fact, that's what I might do for races. I might just unplug this. I don't need to know how fast I'm going, guys. but it would be nice to be able to plug this in to use it as a tuning device. All right, so for races, I can now remove it from the bike because I have the GoPro mount right here, so I can easily unclip it and take the Nxt display off and unplug it, and then I don't have to worry about breaking it or losing it during a race. All right, because the bike will still function without it. So that's also another welcome update that Alan has done. So I'm pretty happy with that. Before, if you didn't have the Nxt display plugged in, the bike wouldn't run. Okay. It wouldn't run at all. I mean, it would turn on, but you wouldn't be able to go anywhere with it. But it just, as you can see from that little demonstration, it does. All right. Okay, so that concludes the HadesOmega's Electric Race Technologies Nxt Display 6.50 Beta 5 update vlog. I hope that was entertaining for you guys, and all you folks that are running the ERT stuff. There's new updates. It's not perfect, but hey, it works. So we'll find out how good it is in this weekend's race. So I always have some kind of issues with my bike, you know, and that's, you know, and it's related to like tuning and stuff and the NXT display. But so far I'm pretty happy and it rips. All right, all right, here's Big Al.